What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be building a squad if you have 1 million MT in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, do want to say this, making the squad today a little more difficult. 2K database was once up, it's now down because it was just a test. We knew it kind of was coming, but it's down now. So you cannot go to 2K database to look over the team. So I'm gonna have to be plugging in these players one by one. It's gonna make things a little more difficult, but it's fine. It's fine because we can figure things out. But one by one, we're gonna start off at the point guard position. Go from there. At the point guard position, I'm still rocking with Diamond Chris Paul, and I know some people might not love Diamond CP, but to me, he's a complete point guard in this game. If you can get one badged up, I'd try to do it. Only 6 feet tall, but he's got a great release. He can dunk the ball, good ball handle. Defensively, he's fantastic. Now look, for me, obviously, I'm biased for Chris Paul. I'm biased for him. I've got the Galaxy Open Chris Paul. Really love the card. I actually think the card is extremely good. But I think Diamond Chris Paul gives you 95% of what the Galaxy Open Chris Paul gives you. So for me, for my money, for my MT, for 100,000 coins or less, that's who I'm going to start my team with. Now, at the shooting guard position, I'm going to plug in 2 different guys because both these guys are extremely rare on the auction house, and so I got to plug in both of them. First one, Jason Richardson. Such a complete shooting guard. If you can find one with that gold on ball menace, it's really what you're looking for. So, for example, this one would be perfect, fully badged, has that gold on ball menace. Why do I like Jason Richardson? Well, can shoot the ball, can dunk the ball, can play decent defense. He is everything you need at the shooting guard position. I had Jason Richardson for a time. Definitely liked him more than a guy like Tracy McGrady. Think his release is good, has a decent leaner. And just as far as the overall full picture, is just an absolute beast. Now, side note, there's not going to be any free cards plugged in this video because, again, if you have free cards, plug them in. But, again, I can't tell who your free cards are. The other shooting guard that I like quite a bit is Diamond Jack Marin. He's played a ton of games for me. You guys can see 151 games. Shoots the ball incredibly well for me. Plays solid defense. To me, kind of similar to Jason Richardson. The only difference is Jack is probably going to shoot the ball slightly better. Jason Richardson's going to dunk the ball better. Both shooting guards, guys, I do like either one of them. You guys can play, and we'll go out there and compete for you guys at that shooting guard position. At the small forward position, we're going to plug in Andre Kirilenko. He is going to be pretty expensive probably though. Now, aka pretty similar to some of the other guys I've mentioned. I wouldn't try to get one with 10 Hall of Famers unless you have a bunch of extra MT left over. I would just try to get one at least with a couple Hall of Famers, or the 2 Hall of Famers, but the rest just fully badged. Get a fully badged AK. You're going to like the card. 6'9", shoots the ball fine. Ball handle is okay. But the best part about Andre Kirilenko is this. His defense is going to be so stellar. He's 6'9". He can compete on the interior. Obviously, perimeter defense is going to be there as well. Doesn't have a super high 3 ball, but because his release is so smooth, so good, he greens a ton of shots. Andre Kirilenko, one of your most complete small forwards in the entire game. Don't love him as far as an overall card, but again, if you're looking for a pure lockdown, I definitely like him more than a guy like Josh Smith. Next up, guys, at the power forward position, we're plugging in Toni Kukoc. Now, for this card, it is super easy of a process to go through your mind. Get one that's fully badged. Now, again, he's 60,000 coins, but if you find one that is fully badged, he is going to be super complete for you guys. Now, there are some in here with an extra Hall of Famer. If you want to, you can look at what that Hall of Famer is, see if it works for you. But I like this card. This card is a complete power forward for you guys. Gonna knock down shots, play good defense. He's 6'11". Do wish maybe his defensive stats were slightly higher, but I think he's just overall a solid power forward that can hold it down for you guys. I think, if you run him at small forward, might not be quite as good, but at the power forward position, really like what Kukoc does provide. At the center position, there's only one right answer, and it is Brad Daugherty. This card is a beast in this game. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love what this card gives you guys on the court. Now, there aren't any up for a buy now. I don't know exactly what his price is going to end up being, but here's what you're looking at. 7 feet tall, has the ability to stretch the court. Not going to say consistently, but he can shoot the ball. 82 3 ball, great rebounder, great block, great interior, solid perimeter, 7 Hall of Famers, including paint patroller, brick wall, box out beast. He is a complete big in this game. Now, same thing with Brad. If you can find a way to get a Brad with, let's say, I don't even know, 17 golds. This one has an extra Hall of Famer. I think it's off-ball best. This is the Brad that I would probably try to target. But find one that is at least badged up decently. That is going to help you guys out in the long run. Brad Daugherty, one of my favorite bigs in the entire game. That's our starting lineup. Probably right over 500,000 coins. Heading to the bench unit, I'm going to start off with Diamond DeJounte Murray. Now, side note, disclaimer, I've never actually used DeJounte Murray. However, there have been so many different guys come and tell me, Ty, DeJounte Murray is a beast. You are missing out on the cards. So, when I look at the card, 6'5", good 3-ball, good driving dunk, defensively really solid. He looks good. He actually looks extremely good. Good badges as well. I just don't know if I'm sold on the card. I feel like historically in 2Ks, his player build's not always the best. I feel like his release isn't always the best, but this year when I've, shot around with DeJounte Murray, the card feels good. I just feel like nobody's really using this card, and I'm not exactly sure why. This card looks good. I think he's going to play a lot of defense for you. I am a little worried about maybe his playmaking, maybe his ability to, score the rock, but defensively going to give you quite a bit on the court. Backup shooting guard position, Andrew Wiggins. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Andrew Wiggins is going to play good defense. Offensively, he's going to knock down shots. He's going to have the ability to get to the hoop, get to the basket. I think this card is an absolute stud. Now, the problem for Andrew Wiggins is right now, he is expensive, guys. I never know when I make these videos what these diamonds are going to end up being because, again, there's not that many of them up. But Andrew Wiggins is a stud. If you can find one with like 24 gold badges, that's what I would try to do. 6'8", good 3-ball, good driving, good ball handle, defensively amazing. Andrew Wiggins is a stud on this game. I actually probably slightly prefer him to Jack Marin. Probably slightly prefer him to Jason Richardson to me. Andrew Wiggins is for sure in my 1 million MT squad builder. Next up, backup small forward position. There's not a ton of this guy either, but I'm plugging in Keith Van Horn. The thing I like about Keith Van Horn is this. You know what you're getting. You're getting a guy that's going to knock down shots, have a solidly wide player build, and is going to be just kind of that sharpshooter for you guys. Now, the thing I don't like about Keith Van Horn is when you're looking at the base card, he only comes with 17 badges. So you've got to finish badging the card up. He's going to still lack some, but he's got a great 3-ball. His perimeter interior is good. His speed is good as well. I know when people look at the defense, they're probably like, ooh, I see some 70 stats, but 75 blocks, 78 steal. The important stats are there. Good defense, decent enough speed, solid badge-wise if you do badge him up. I really like Keith Van Horn. I used the card a couple of days ago before, filling out my squad. And I really liked it. Knocked down shots, played solid enough defense. To me, is deserving of being in the squad. Power forward position, backup power forward position. We're plugging in Al Harrington, diamond card. Why do I like Al Harrington? That's where I want to start. Badge-wise, you're not going to find a much more complete card in the entire game. The 2 Hall of Fame badges, Deadeye Set Shot Specialist, perfect. Stat-wise, perfect. Good 3-ball, really solid defensively. Release-wise, fantastic. And again, badge-wise, he comes with nearly everything you want on a card. And when Al Harrington first came out, I wasn't necessarily sold on the card. Like, I liked him, but I wasn't like, this card is amazing. As time has gone on, as I've played more and more Al Harringtons, and as I've came to the conclusion, this card is so good and so complete in this game. This one, for example, has 5 Hall of Famers, including on-ball menace, rebound chaser, and posterizer. Like, this one should probably sell for a crazy amount of coins. Like, for me, I don't really need Al Harrington. I mean, I probably could play him at center or something. I don't know. I could make something shake. But at the end of the day, that card is an absolute stud and probably should sell for like 200,000 coins. That's how high I am on Al Harrington in this game. Last but certainly not least, plugging in Jamal McClure, diamond center here. The problem with Jamal McClure, this one's got 10 Hall of Famers. The problem with this card is the fact that like nobody really like hypes this card up. But I like it. 6'11", still has that 52 3-ball. Now, mid-50s 3-ball, mid to low, you can sometimes green with it. And that's important. It still has good rebounding, good speed, good defense. This card is really good on the court. It's just the fact that nobody is going to hype this card up. This one with 10 Hall of Famers, I'd have to look exactly what the Hall of Famers are. But, he's Hall of Fame set shot specialist. That is an absolute steal of a card for 100,000 coins. Now, again, handles for days is a kind of troll badge. I'd have to look at the rest of them. Hand for Days, Aerial Wizard, those are kind of troll badges, but the Set Shot Specialist is super important. So that would be a good one for whoever likes this card to go and get. But try to find one that is fully badged. The card's going to give you pretty similar to what Brad Daugherty is going to do. I just like Daugherty's player build just slightly more than Jamal McClure in my team. That's going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Again, those are just some of my favorite kind of mid-range guys to target picking up for your specific squad. I don't love where the market's at right now, but if you do have a million coins, look to add some of those guys to your squad. That's going to wrap it up. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.